Medfit Rehab founder Joanne James is a medical exercise specialist. Medfit Rehab, restoring strength and movement, making a difference in people's lives. 647-259-5481. MedfitRehab.com. Is staying healthy becoming too expensive with personal trainers, gym memberships, massages, and supplements? Then Joanne James, medical exercise specialist, and her dedicated team have exciting news for you. Imagine a healthcare plan that saves you money on personal and group training and gives you premium access to medical professionals. That's what Medfit Rehab can offer you. Call today to learn more. 647-259-5481, medfitrehab.com. Hi, Michelle. How are you this morning?
I'm well, Zelda. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. Okay, so exercise prescriptions for women over 50 or whatever age you want to consider to be, leaning towards the right. I think that it depends on the person, depends on their physical shape, mental shape, but exercise prescriptions for women over 50.
Yeah, and just so you know, the reason why there's an age there, we're just corresponding to the research, and I understand. It's ridiculous sometimes what is considered sort of older or whatnot, but yes. Today's topic is exercise prescriptions for women over 50 because, of course, we believe in exercise prescriptions for everybody. But it's a little bit of a piggyback from yesterday when we were talking about intensity. The general guidelines for everybody for good health, et cetera, is moderate to vigorous activity. And what we talked about yesterday is most people cannot correctly mimic or identify what exactly a moderate or vigorous intensity looks like. Specifically to this research, we're talking about women who are 50 and over, talking about moderate, vigorous activity enhancing their physical and mental health. And what that specific prescription, and in the words of the researcher, they have to be huffing and puffing for 30 to 45 minutes, 5 times a week. That can be hiking, swimming, jogging, whatever the person wants to do. And when you're that hardy, we're talking about survival of the fittest here. You're less likely to become victim to disability, poor physical function, or get overweight. So essentially, you're protecting yourself and your quality of life by becoming more active and more resilient. Because the author in the study even said, we often just give women over 50, or men for that matter, but again, we're sticking with women here. The prescription is, oh, sure, just go take a nice brisk walk around the block. Nothing wrong with that, but it's not enough. And that's the thing. While we are all about activity, everything counts, everything is good, we also have a responsibility to tell people, women, that you got to do more. If you actually want to reap the benefits, you have to do more. And that's where some of the trepidation and the self-consciousness and the concern that maybe they're doing too much. Because let's face it, you tell someone to start huffing and puffing, and some people have never done that in their life, or certainly not recently, and that could actually scare them more than empower them. So, again, it's knowing what needs to be done and then seeking the assistance to do it, right? So do you huff and puff during your workout, Zelda?
No,
No?
I don't.
Not at all. Your breath doesn't become labored or...
Well,
anything?
it depends. Not usually. It depends how tired I am. Usually when I start to exercise, I feel better. I get more energy. So I don't usually huff and puff. If I did, I'd get off. I wouldn't be doing that exercise.
Wow. Yeah. And see, that's the thing. Sorry, go ahead.
Now, isn't that if you start feeling... your breathing is increasing in a way that you would stop what you're doing. I mean, if I ever... Go ahead.
No, sorry. Yeah, we're at a delay. You're right on one hand. See, I think we've made it almost, people are almost, if you can say, overly cautious. Huffing and puffing is normal. Your heart is beating, your breathing has to become a little bit labored. That's where the counsel and the guidance and the personalization has to come in because, for someone like yourself, so dedicated, who's always getting out there, and if you're not getting to a point at least several times a week.
I am. I mean, when I'm doing the treadmill and I'm going a
Sure.
higher level, of course, it's I'm huffing, but I don't consider it huffing and puffing. But whatever you consider it, I'm thinking, quick, get this down. But I continue to finish it. So
Well, yeah. I mean, the key is, again, that's a good way to judge the intensity. And again, for whatever reason, a lot of women specifically don't feel like if you think about it, when you're in a gym or a fitness facility, people can feel very self-conscious about exerting themselves, right? Who wants to appear like they're really laboring and maybe getting sweaty and red and whatever the case might be. But yet, that is the irony, of course, is that is the way to get to better health, or else you're not going to be there anymore. You're going to need much more help than that.
Oh, okay. Well, the point is, I know when I'm exercising, I'm thinking, it's really the level is going up very high, but I persist and I keep going. But when you say, loud noises and I'm sweating, but I don't really think that's the case. But
well, no, I'm not. We're not encouraging loud noises or anything obnoxious. It's just, again, being aware of your breathing.
Right.
Again, most people. Let's put it this way: most people left on their own will not push themselves to that. They go and you go to certain places, and it's nothing wrong with it, but it's become almost more social than it is to actually get the work done, get the health benefits, because you don't want to. It's all about appearances, unfortunately. And anyway, but the main message here is, again, we're talking specifically older women who may not be accustomed to it. You're going to have to get.
You're going to have to get assistance. Sweaty. That's what you need. Medfit Rehab.
That too.
Okay. We're totally out of time. Thank you for that information that, I never really had before. And we'll continue talking about it until the end of the week. Okay. So have a great week. Have a great day. Take care.
Thank you. May
Bye.
you huff and puff during your workout today.
Thank you. Joanne James, founder and medical exercise specialist of Medfit Rehab, will improve your overall health through medical exercise. Contact Joanne James, 647-259-5481, medfitrehab.com.